Ford Field in downtown Detroit. Thanks for having us in, Mike Tirico, Greg Olson up here in the booth. Should be a good matchup here, Greg. We are ready, and so is Brandon Aubrey to kick this one off. And off we go here on Monday night. From the 6, here comes a return. And he'll work this one past the 25 to right about the 28-yard line. So that Detroit offense taking the field for the first time. Number 1 overall pick in 2016 leads him out, Greg. It's quarterback Jared Goff.
You know, some weeks, Mike, it just seems like you just can't do anything wrong. Every play, every throw, it just seems like everything goes your way. And that was certainly the case last week, throwing for over 300 yards, 3 touchdowns. Tell you what, his receivers, they're coming into every game saying, we're going to get a lot of opportunities, and their quarterback can continue to play at that high of a level. There's a lot of production to go around.
12 yards on the game. That's good for a quick first down. First and 10 at the 39-yard line. They move Laporta, sending him in motion. Now the first carry for the Alabama speedster, Jahmyr Gibbs.
The speed and the get-off by the big interior defensive tackle, Mike. I mean, he got through there so fast, he almost took the handoff himself.
Work to do now as they come up on 2nd and long. They move Laporta, sending him in motion. Once again, it's Gibbs. And they'll stop him. At least it's an improvement over the last play. They're not losing yardage, but it didn't gain any here. And now it's going to be 3rd down. It's now 3rd down and long. Contact up front. Did they get one of the defenders to jump?
Infraction defense. Still 3rd down.
The penalty helps a bit, but it's still 3rd and long. They move Laporta, sending him in motion. From the gun, on 3rd down, it's Goff. And that is incomplete. The tight end, Sam Laporta, the intended receiver. And it's going to lead to 4th down. Here's the Lions punt team now. He'll take this in back at the 16. And he'll get a few yards back here on the return before being forced out of bounds. So that Cowboy offense takes the field, ready to go to work for the first time. They are led out by their quarterback, Dak Prescott.
It's fair to say this season hasn't gotten off to the type of start they likely envisioned for themselves, but it's still early. A win here, it could go a long way towards changing the trajectory of this entire season. But what's going to make this even more difficult today, not only the worthy opponent that they face, but having to go on the road and do it here in a hostile environment. If he is able to lead his team to a win today, I think that gives them the spark to turn this season around.
2nd down, Prescott. And that's going to be incomplete. Coverage was good that time. The contact jarring the ball loose and forcing 3rd down. A shotgun snap for Prescott. And this one is intercepted. It's DJ Reed. And he's going to give his offense a short field to work with as they look for their first points of the game.
Well, we're getting a little test here early, Mike, to see just how easy is this team to wrap. Didn't look like they were able to get through that opening script that they had worked on all week. So I'm going to be curious on this next drive. Do they stick to the plan? Do they pick up where they left off? Or is there a little bit of a reaction, or dare I say panic, to come out and make some adjustments in response to that early interception?
The Lions offense going to take over now for the 2nd time. They start with outstanding field position, trying to get the first points of this game. It'll be 1st and 10. Williams in motion. On play action, Goff. This one is complete inbounds, but not a whole lot out of it. He just gets back to the line of scrimmage, nothing more. He'll try again here, 2nd and 10. From the gun, it's Goff. That's deep for the back of the end zone.
When you find yourself in this situation, you're on defense, you're defending your own goal line, you got to take some chances. You got to try to force a turnover and make a play and get off the field. That's exactly what this defender did. Takes a chance, bets on himself, and comes away with a pick to save them some points.
The Cowboys offense about ready to get going on their 2nd possession. They'll search for the first points of this game as they begin the drive on 1st and 10. From the shotgun, it's Dak.
So they made it a priority here early to try to get him the ball in the first quarter. That was their 3rd attempt. None of them have resulted in a catch. I think you got to start looking elsewhere. You don't want to get into a position, Mike, where you feel like you're forcing the guy the ball and forcing your offense to run through.
Can't afford another incompletion here. Quickly, it is 3rd and 10. Operating from the gun, here's Dak. And this drive is over before it can start. He's swallowed up to force 4th down.
The best thing they did here, Mike, is keep their rush lane integrity. What that means is you have to rush the quarterback as a unit. Keep him in the pocket. Keep him on that X. And when you do, man, he becomes a sitting duck for this pass rush.
A fair catch called for and taken out beyond the 45-yard line. The Lions offense ready to come back out for this next possession. They'll begin with terrific starting field position. It gets going with 1st and 10. Out of the shotgun, it's Goff. In trouble, and he's going to be taken down.
If you're going to take a sack, you just can't add to it by taking such a massive loss on top of it. Understand when the pocket breaks down, move up, cut your losses. Now, not only do you lose that down, but now you face a big uphill battle if you want to extend this drive.
Throwing on 2nd down, Goff. And that's going to be incomplete. Coverage was good that time. The contact jarring the ball loose and forcing 3rd down. Now, Goff. They'll be forced to just throw that one away. It's incomplete.
This offense has to find a way to be better on 1st and 2nd down, Mike. Living in these 3rd and long situations, must pass, is not a recipe that their offensive coordinator wants to operate in.
And he's going to be brought down after a short return. And that's where his team will get possession of the football. The Cowboys offense makes their way back out to the field for their next possession. They'll see if they can put something together here, beginning with 1st and 10. Prescott. He's got a man. It's CeeDee Lamb. That's a nice pickup on a 1st down throw. It's a gain of 8. Come to the line now on 2nd and 2. On the play fake, Dak. He's got a man open. That's Tolbert. And he is out of bounds all the way down at the 35-yard line. That one good for 26 yards.
Really nice throw there. The ability to throw the ball out on the perimeter. Yes, arm strength and all of that, but it's also timing. The timing of the route. When is that wide receiver coming out of his break to deliver that ball accurately as his head comes around? If the ball's thrown too early, the receiver's not ready. If the ball's thrown too late, that's when disaster strikes.
Here's 2nd and 6. They'll throw again. Dak. This pass right side, caught by Lamb. And they bring him down inside the 25-yard line. They'll come up here, 1st and 10. Prescott again. He's going to keep it himself. And he's going to be brought down just outside the 10-yard line. Now a stoppage, we have an injured Lion. And as the medical staff looks him over, we'll step aside. They'll have to go the full 10 yards. It's 1st and goal. Here's a run. And a nice run. Get him about 9. It'll bring up 2nd down. They'll try to run this one in. And he will not get to the goal line. In fact, he may have come back a little bit. And now it is 3rd and goal.
You can see the running back. He's waiting patiently for that cutback lane to open, and it just never did. Great job by the defense continuing to string that play out sideways, and they're able to take him down for a loss.
And waiting, no signal. He did not get in. And that's going to bring up 4th and goal.
You could see the quarterback, once he got the snap, he was looking for any seam, any daylight. But nothing materialized, and he's fortunate he got back to the line of scrimmage.
Aubrey's kick is good. And the Cowboys will take a 3-0 lead.
You know, I think it's safe to say here, Mike, as this offense leaves the field, they wanted to stay out there and go for it. But I think in this case, the coach is playing the long game. He understands that these 3 points now can end up being very valuable as this game moves along.
He'll get this up to the 28-yard line. Nice place for the drive to start. The Lions offense ready to take over once again. This one has been tight so far. A field goal separating the two sides as this drive kicks off with 1st and 10. Goff. Quick throw, taken in. They'll come up here on 2nd down and 5. At the 34-yard line. Goff gives it to Gibbs. And no place to go, no place to hide. He's taken down behind the line.
With how fast they were all over that play, you almost wonder, Mike, was there a pre-snap tell? Did they know that play was coming? Because I'll tell you, that defense was on it from the start.
On 3rd down, they'll set up to throw. And that is incomplete.
And this offense just cannot get anything going right now on 3rd down. If you ask any offensive play caller throughout the entire league, Mike, the importance of 3rd down, maintaining possession, making the defense stay on the field and have long extended drives, it is critical to not only scoring points, but ultimately winning in the NFL.
So now here are the Cowboys. Their offense is ready to make their way back onto the field. They'll look to build on their 3-0 lead as this drive starts with a 1st and 10. Pass completed right side to Ferguson. And no chance to turn and go. That one good for just a couple. On 2nd down, it's Dak. He'll throw it left and has his running back. Well, he's brought down. That pass is going to pick up 4 and bring up 3rd down. Prescott now. They'll look to set up the screen here. Give him 13 on that screen play and a 1st down.
These third down conversions are just so important, Mike. Everybody stresses we want to possess the ball, give our offense as much opportunity to end as many drives as we can, scoring points. So if you want to stay on the field, you better be good on third down.
So a big third down hookup takes us to the break. It's the Cowboys with the early edge. And we are back to the Motor City in a moment. Set to go now on 1st and 10. I'll give on the ground, down the sideline, past the 40. That's another first down, another big play. The defense has some issues. Gain of 18.
When the offense broke the huddle in a line, Mike, I think everybody in the stadium knew this was going to be a run, but the offense is kind of saying, okay, line up. I dare you to try to stop us. And right now, this defense has no answers.
Handoff here, up the middle. He'll maneuver his way down to the 32. Jack Campbell, the former first-round pick, there to wrap him up. 2nd and 7. Now Prescott. He'll get this out to his running back. And he's not going to be able to get away. Good defense on the perimeter. It'll be a loss of yardage. Here's a 3rd and 10. Dak to throw. He'll try and get there on the ground.
And that's a great job defensively here on third down. Not only taking away all the options down the field through the air, but when the quarterback decides to turn into a runner himself, they're able to converge and make the play and keep him short of the first down. And this is what you want. I mean, you clearly have the advantage, but you want to continue to apply pressure. Can you score every time you get the ball? They're able to do that here. They tack on 3 and extend their lead.
Here comes a return from the 5. And he'll work this one past the 25 to right about the 28-yard line. The Lions offense ready to get back at it. They're still in search for their first points in this one, but only trailing 6-0. And this drive will begin with a first down. To throw is Goff. The pressure gets there, and down he goes back inside the 20-yard line.
As this offense continues to try to find its way out of this hole, things are going to just continue to get more difficult if they can't protect the passer. The longer you trail, the more the defense knows you need to throw the ball, and they're going to have to protect their quarterback a lot better than they did there.
Straight ahead with Gibbs. And he'll get this ahead. Gain of about 4, and it leads to third down. Here's Goff. He'll be forced to just throw that one away. It's incomplete.
You can't fault the quarterback on this one, Mike. He really didn't even have much of an opportunity. By the time he hit the top of his drop and got his eyes downfield, the defense was all over him, and he really had no choice but to just get that ball out of his hand and live to play another snap.
A fair catch called and taken right at the 30-yard line. The Cowboys offense about ready to take over once more. They work with a 6-point advantage as they start this drive on 1st and 10. And he'll be taken down rather swiftly after a gain of just 3.
All right, so there's really 3 areas that a modern NFL running back has to excel. Number 1, the traditional handoffs. Number 2, you have to be excellent and reliable in pass protection, and maybe bigger than all of them, you have to be at least serviceable out of the backfield in the passing.
Here's 3rd and 7. To throw is Dak. Oh, and that throw not able to be pulled in. It's incomplete. Looked like he may have got a little ahead of himself there. And it's going to bring up 4th down. Here's Trenton Gill now, as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. Now, fair catch, and he'll take it at about the 24-yard line. Here's the Detroit offense now, headed back onto the field. The deficit, 6 points. Touchdown here would be mighty nice for the offense. See what they can do on this drive. 1st and 10. Now Goff. That one knocked away and incomplete. Deron Bland. Good coverage, and he gets his hands on that one. We'll try again. It's 2nd and 10. Throwing, Goff. That's right side and brought in by Williams.
Just take what the defense is giving you. When you can stay ahead of the chains and just take these easy pitch and catch throws underneath, hitch routes, quick game, now it puts you in a lot more favorable down and distances to eventually attack this defense a little bit more downfield.
And it looks like he's got enough for the 1st down. Let's wait for the mark. Yes, that run, that's enough to move the chains.
1st and 10 at the 36-yard line.
They're going to run out of the gun with Gibbs. And he works past the 40, taken down after a gain of 7. Here's 2nd and 3 to go.
Brings up 2nd and 3.
They move Laporta, sending him in motion. On 2nd down, Goff. A throw left side, but it's going to wind up incomplete. He was looking for Jahmyr Gibbs out of the backfield. And it'll be 3rd down. They put a receiver in motion to the left. Quick throw here is complete. He's got the 1st down, not by a whole lot. Only gets 3. That's all he needed for a new set of downs. From the gun, it's Goff. Gets it away quickly, and it's caught. And they're going to work this down inside the 45. Following the completion, we'll get a stoppage here for an injured player. Athletic training staff looking at him, so we'll step aside. Goff to throw on 1st down. Oh, a short throw there, but it's going to end up incomplete. That's a pass he'll say he should have had. Instead, he does not, and it brings up 2nd down. They hand it to Gibbs. He'll manage only about 3, so it will bring up 3rd down.
That's a gain of 3. It's 3rd and 7.
They move Laporta, sending him in motion. Out of the shotgun, it's Goff. That's over the middle and taken in. He's got it. A pickup of 12 yards. 1st down, Detroit.
And what really stands out about this drive is the ability of the quarterback to really spread the ball around to multiple targets and put so much pressure on the defense, deciding who do they want to account for, because no matter who they try to take away, the quarterback's doing a nice job of finding the open man.
On 1st down, it's Goff. And they'll get about 4 here as he is taken down.
It's not the big play they were hoping for, but 1st down efficiency, staying ahead of the chains, is what every offense is trying to find, and it brings up a manageable 2nd down.
And he's fighting to try to get back to the line of scrimmage, but will not do it. This is going to be a loss of a yard. What can they do here on 3rd down and 7? Here's Goff. In trouble, and down he goes.
Outside of a turnover, this was probably the worst-case scenario. Immediate pressure in his face with nowhere to go with the ball downfield. Just get the ball out of your hand. Live to play another down. Instead, he retreats backwards and leads to a massive loss.
On fourth down, that brings Jake Bates out for the Lions field goal. Dan Campbell will opt to bring out the field goal unit. This will be from 56 yards away. Bates' kick is good. The Lions are on the board. They cut the lead to 6-3.
And I can tell you firsthand, Mike, when you find yourself trailing in a game, you don't feel very good about coming away with field goals. But in this case, it does get them a little bit closer and cut into this deficit.
He'll get this up to the 28-yard line. Nice place for the drive to start. Now the return man is a bit slow getting up after that kick. Halftime is looming, so the athletic training staff going to get a chance to look him over during the break. First down, Prescott. A throw here, right side, falls incomplete.
So on a day where he's completed, give or take half of his passes, Mike, you have to imagine there's a handful of throws he'd like to have back, and I think that last one falls in that category. But the biggest thing, and most fortunately for them, they find themselves with the lead despite a bit of an up-and-down performance out of their quarterback.
2 incompletions to start the drive, and it leads to third down and 10. The Lions call their first time out, as they'll discuss what's to come as fourth down is looming. Here's the punter now, as he is on to punt for Dallas. And that's a nice job of getting to him, making sure that return was not going anywhere. The home team's offense ready to get back to work. They'll start it here with a 1st and 10. Now, Goff. They'll be forced to just throw that one away. It's incomplete.
Well, it's pretty clear the main reason why they find themselves trailing in this game, Mike, has really just been the inefficiency of this offense and primarily out of the quarterback position. I mean, to complete less than half of your pass attempts, it just makes it very hard to compete at a high level consistently in the NFL. And if they want to find themselves having any chance of getting back into this game and winning this one, he's going to have to get a lot better with the ball.
From the gun, on third down, it's Goff. And they will continue to go backwards. He's taken down for a sack. Here's Jack Fox now. As the drive went in the wrong direction, he's on to punt it away. And he looks up, and he's taken down right away. Maybe fortunate just to hold on to the ball as he was tackled immediately after hauling that one in. Dak going to throw it here on first down. A short throw caught by Ferguson. They'll get about 4 here as he is taken down. Here's a 2nd and 6. A shotgun snap for Prescott. That's to Ferguson once again. And he's going to be brought down up past the 45. That's a timeout for Dallas. It's their 2nd. It'll come with 36 ticks left on the first half clock. 1st and 10. Operating from the gun, here's Dak. That'll be caught by the running back, Williams. He'll be taken down rather swiftly after a gain of just 3. They face 2nd down and 7. Again, Prescott to the air. He'll get that complete. It's George Pickens. And he'll be hauled down at about the 35-yard line. Prescott again. He'll be forced to just throw that one away. It's incomplete.
It's been a bit of a pedestrian game for this quarterback and ultimately this passing game here today, Mike. And I know they all would have loved to connect on that deep throw. I think that stat sheet would have looked a whole lot different, but just a little off in their execution and leads to an incompletion. And that's a really nice boost here before the break. I mean, you work the clock well, you're able to steal some points. The biggest thing is you're able to build a little momentum now going into the locker room at halftime.
This one is fielded in the end zone, but he will not bring it out. It's a touchback, and this drive will begin at the 30-yard line. He's going to air this one out. That's going to be incomplete. They took a shot on the final play. Prayer not answered, and that is how this first half will come to an end.
Okay, Mike, thanks very much. And welcome in, everyone. This is the EA Sports Halftime Report. So let's get you caught up on what's going on around the National Football League. We'll get started up at Lincoln Financial Field in Philly, where it was the Eagles who come away with the home victory. Devontae Smith, a touchdown catch in the victory. Next, we head off to check out another game. And you can see they are scoreless as they play the second quarter. Lastly, let's check on one final game for you. And you can see they are scoreless as they play the second quarter. The second half, straight ahead. Time to get back to it. And for the call, let's rejoin Mike Tirico and Greg Olson.
Coach, thank you. Both teams trying to find the right formula to come out on top in this second half. Coming up. This one taken at the 7. He'll work his way across the 25-yard line. The Cowboys offense going to have a first crack at it as we begin this third quarter. They'll try to establish some tempo as they start this one with 1st and 10. From the shotgun, it's Dak. And that is incomplete.
Pretty clear approach here, Mike. You're just trying to take advantage of the size of your tight end versus a smaller defender, and you're just saying box him out and go up for an offensive rebound and get the ball at its highest point. In this case, it falls incomplete, but if they continue to get that matchup, this quarterback's not going to shy away from giving his big tight end a shot.
And a big strike for good yardage there all the way up to midfield.
And if he's late with that throw, Mike, there's a really good chance a defender could have made a play on it. But he does a beautiful job. He puts the ball out in front of his shoulder, leads the receiver, and allows him to get upfield and pick up the first down.
A fresh set of downs to work with. It is 1st down and 10. They'll run it with Williams. And they'll move this one down inside the 40-yard line.
This is where you have to be careful, Mike. You find yourself winning in the second half. Human instinct says, all right, let's just sit on the ball and protect the lead and let the clock run out. You can't do that. Stay aggressive. Do what got you here. Continue to mix the run with the pass. Keep your foot on the gas and try to extend this lead.
He was trying to get it to C.D. Lamb. And it'll bring up 2nd down. Here's Prescott. Pass completed right side to Ferguson.
And this is where the versatility of the tight end position really starts coming into play. Not only do they have to line up with their hand on the ground, but they can occasionally split out in the slot. And, man, they're too fast for linebackers, and a lot of times they're too big for defensive backs.
Here's a screen set up to Williams. And he's out of bounds all the way inside the 15-yard line. A gain there of 20. That's good for a Dallas first down.
Points have certainly been hard to come by in this one today, Mike, but it seems like this drive has been what they've been searching for. A little bit of rhythm, the ability to sustain. Now they got to finish. Now they got to capitalize on these first downs and go finish with 6.
On 1st down, it is Williams. And he's going to be stopped in his tracks. He'll lose a couple of yards on that one.
How often do we see linebackers be so fast trying to track down the ball carrier that they end up actually overrunning the play and allowing the running back to cut back? But not this guy. Does a great job staying in phase, stretching this ball out sideways, and he brings them down for a loss.
In the middle of the field, it's taken by C.D. Lamb.
This is one of those throws where you're hoping you do most of the damage after the catch, but give credit to the defense. Once that ball was caught, they were on him quickly, and there was nowhere for him to go after the catch.
That's going to be intercepted in the end zone. Picked off by D.J. Reed.
All right, Mike, file this play away. If they're able to hold on and pull this game out, we're going to look back on this as the pivotal moment of this game. Oftentimes, it takes that one big moment to sway the outcome of a game, and no bigger play than a pick deep inside your own red zone.
The home team's offense getting ready for their opening possession of this second half. They'll start out first down and 10. Here's Goff. That's over the middle, taken in by Laporta. But he's close to a first down to gain a 9. Nice pitch and catch on first down. A good spot here, second and a yard. A run up the middle, it's Gibbs. And it doesn't appear that he got to that first down marker. They'll only give him a yard, so it'll set up third down. They're going to try to run here with Gibbs. And he's going to have a Lions first down. At least at first glance, they'll spot the football just beyond the marker. They find a way to convert on third and inches.
First and 10 at the 31-yard line.
Now Goff. That's a short one caught by Laporta. And that keeps him ahead of schedule. That's a first down completion of 7 yards. Here's a second and 3 forthcoming.
At the 38-yard line.
To throw is Goff. They'll be forced to just throw that one away. It's incomplete.
At this level, you just would expect a little bit better execution and accuracy on those intermediate throws. I think he had an opportunity there for a nice pickup. Off target, off rhythm, and ends up getting away from him.
And the defense had a level to stop there. Gain of 7 and a first down.
He's in a really nice rhythm here on third down. He appears very comfortable operating out of the gun, and he's able to find his man near the sideline, and he's able to extend this drive.
And he'll get forward for a couple. It's second down.
A gain of 2 brings up second and 8.
Here's the first carry for the Iowa State Cyclone, David Montgomery. And he'll get this close to a first down. Gets about 7, maybe a yard short of the first down.
Brings up third and 1.
They move Laporta, sending him in motion. On third down, they go with Gibbs. No dice there. He is met and tackled behind the line of scrimmage.
The idea here for this offense is you're not really thinking necessarily touchdown. You're thinking first down. Let's get a fresh set of downs here and reset. But in this case, they suffer a loss, and it brings up fourth down.
The Lions will punt this ball away. He'll come on to kick for a 6th time tonight. And no return forthcoming. It's a touchback, and will come out to the 20-yard line. The visitors' offense headed back to take over once more. They'll do so with first and 10. And he can't hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. What a good job defensively to meet him just as the ball was arriving. And it'll be second down. Now Prescott. And he's going to run out of time. They can get to him and bring him down.
Sometimes, Mike, your greatest strength can also be a little bit of your weakness. In this case, he is so used to being able to buy more time with his feet, extend the play, give his targets more time downfield to uncover. In this case, nothing materializes, tried to do too much, and as a result, takes a big loss.
Work to do following the sack. It is 3rd and long. Prescott. And that pressure too great. He's going to be sacked in the end zone. And that is a safety. So first the decision to throw down here backed up near your own goal line. And the defense gets to the quarterback, sacking him, Greg, in the end zone for a safety.
Mike, anytime you're willing to call a pass backed up this deep in your side of the field, you have to trust that your quarterback is going to have the clock in his head to get the ball out of his hand. In this case, he holds on to it too long. The defense is able to get to him in the end zone, and it results in the safety.
The home team's offense ready to take over possession of the football. Trail by 4, touchdown gives them the lead. Drive begins with 1st and 10. On the ground to start, they give it to Gibbs. Not much happening there, just a short game. Here's 2nd and 9.
2nd and 9 at the 31-yard line.
From the gun, it's Goff. This one complete to Amon-Ra St. Brown. They'll look to pick this up, 3rd and a yard.
Brings up 3rd and 1.
Throwing here is Goff. Oh, and that throw not able to be pulled in. It's incomplete. Looked like he may have got a little ahead of himself there. And it's going to bring up 4th down. We're about ready now for the punt. And good coverage by the punt team. They stop him before he can get any return cranked up. The visitors' offense ready to see what they can do. The lead sits at 4. So they'll try to add on to that. This drive begins with 1st and 10. The hole closes quickly. He'll pick up about 3. Second down, Prescott. And he got rid of that one quickly before the receiver even knew what was going on. That's incomplete. They need to get to the 29 here, facing 3rd down. Prescott now. And that is incomplete.
One of the biggest differentiators for a lot of these defenders, Mike, is a lot of them can stay in tight coverage. But where the special guys separate themselves is what do they do once the ball is in the air? They almost turn into offensive players with their ability to track it, and this is a great example here why.
This kick hangs up, and a fair catch will be taken beyond the 35-yard line. They move Laporta, sending him in motion. Goff's going to throw here on 1st and 10. That's caught by Gibbs. Can he get away? No, he's taken down behind the line. Good job by the defense with a negative play. So, points at a premium. Defensive battle so far as we are through 3. Back with more Monday Night Football after this. So they go backwards on 1st down. Here's 2nd and 13. Out of the shotgun, it's Goff. They'll be forced to just throw that one away. It's incomplete.
He decides to go with the safe throw and throws it well short of the sticks. And at this level, Mike, you just can't miss layups like that.
Goff to throw. And he's going to go down yet again. He has been under fire all game long.
If they win this game, this pass rush is going to be a big reason why. The 5 sacks speak for itself, but their ability to disrupt the timing of this offense, that can't be overstated.
They're all set to punt this one away. They'll be forced to punt, trailing here in the fourth quarter. And he'll get forward a few yards on the return. And that's where the offense will take over. The visitors' offense make their way out to take over once more. They'll begin with 1st and 10. To throw is Dak. To the left side, he's got Ferguson.
Nice job here by the defense. Did a good job just covering up everything for the most part. So once this ball was caught, really didn't have much of a choice but to just head out of bounds and pick up a modest gain.
Got a man over the middle. It's Pickens. And they'll work this close to a first down, maybe just a tad short. This crowd into it now as we get to 3rd down. They'll try to run for it with Williams. He's got nowhere to go. The defensive front controlling the line of scrimmage there. That's going to bring up 4th down.
Well, this has been the story of the entire game, Mike, is just how well this defense has played, particularly against the run. There has been nowhere to operate for this offense, and it continued here on this last play.
Good hang time. The fair catch will be made back at their own 12. The Lions offense ready to get back at it. This will start from the 12, trying to put a drive together here. It's 1st and 10. Goff to throw. Catch is made by Wright.
Certainly not the biggest play of the day, but a good example of picking up positive yardage, staying ahead of the chains by a well-timed ball and a well-timed route.
Throwing on 2nd down. Goff. This offensive line just has no answers right now. It's another sack.
So after surrendering their 6th sack of the game, I looked down on the sideline, Mike, and found their offensive line coach. He grabbed his headset, removed it, and he slammed it on the ground. And truthfully, I don't blame him. His unit has been getting worked up front all day in pass protection.
They need one right now. 3rd and long. And that pressure too great. He's going to be sacked in the end zone. And that is a safety. So instead of playing safe, the defense brings the heat, bring the quarterback down, and they'll walk off the field with 2 points.
In this situation, Mike, as an offense, you have to be prepared for the blitz. You know the defense smells blood. They want to come get you in the end zone and get 2 points. And that's exactly what they were able to do.
So now, after the safety, here comes a free kick from the 20-yard line.
Free kick out of bounds. Kicking team.
They'll come up 1st and 10 at the 40. Throwing is Prescott. This one is complete. It's Pickens. And that keeps him ahead of schedule. That's a 1st down completion of 7 yards. 2nd down and 3. They'll go with Williams. And he'll get back maybe to the line of scrimmage, but probably going to be a loss of a yard here. Here's a 3rd down and 4. Operating from the gun. Here's Dak. Nowhere to get away, and he's going to go down. An injured player down there, and that's the man they can't afford to lose. It is indeed Dak Prescott. The training staff going to look, and will step out for a moment. The Cowboys get their special teams out on the field as they try to play the field position game here, protecting a fourth quarter lead. And he'll be brought down. Short return, and they'll take over there. The Lions offense ready for this next possession. They'll come up here, 1st and 10. They move Laporta, sending him in motion. They'll start this one on the ground with Gibbs. And he'll work forward for about 3. It's 2nd down.
It's a pick number 3. Brings up 2nd and 7.
Goff. Short pass taken in by the tight end. And they'll be set up now. Up past the 40 with that one.
That's good for the Lions. 1st down.
They'll go play action with Goff. Oh, and a short throw there, but it's going to end up incomplete. That's a pass he'll say he should have had. Instead, he does not, and it brings up 2nd down. On the handoff, this is Gibbs. And it'll be a pickup of 3. So 3rd down, forthcoming.
That's a gain of 3. It's 3rd and 7.
Oh, maybe a free play as he'll look to throw it. That is incomplete, but there is a flag down.
Offside.
Big
Defense.
call here. It was 3rd down.
Still 3rd down.
Now Gibbs.
Here Gibbs with that carry. Brought down at the 48-yard line. A gain of 1. It's 4th down and less than a yard.
Trailing late, they've got to go here. It's 4th down. They'll try it now with Montgomery. 13 yards and a big exhale as they convert on 4th down. From the 35, it's 1st and 10.
1st and 10 at the 35-yard line.
To throw is Goff. That is intercepted. Picked up by the former first-rounder, Kenneth Murray.
So all game, we've seen him take the approach as just being a game manager. But one thing you have to do if that's the case is you have to protect the ball. You can't turn the ball over, especially if you're struggling to push the ball downfield. He got a little reckless that time, and the defense made him pay.
The Cowboys offense ready to see what they can do with this next possession. They'll see if they can put something together here, beginning with 1st and 10. The drive begins with a run by Williams. And he'll work his way forward to about the 21. Now after the run, we get a stoppage for an injured player. As the athletic training staff looks at him, we'll step away for a moment. Here's a 2nd and 9. It's another run here for Williams. He'll get about 3, and that's going to lead to 3rd down. Got to get it to the 30. Here comes 3rd down. Oh, now flags come in. Looks like movement up front. And 3rd down just became a lot tougher. So after the 5 yards are walked off, they face 3rd and long. Get out of the gun is Milton. And they will continue to go backwards. He's taken down for a second.
As this clock continues to tick, we're getting dangerously close here to do-or-die territory. Down sack. Real good chance of getting off the field. No points allowed. We'll see if their offense now can do their job because defense certainly did theirs.
Cowboys special teams unit heads out for the punt, as he'll have to hit it from his own end zone. And that is good coverage by the punt team as they meet him and bring him down. So Jared Goff and the Lions offense getting set for this next drive. And this defense has really had their way so far, intercepting him twice, forced into a number of bad throws, and generally the D has just made it tough to operate all game long. Here's 1st and 10. Now, Goff. And he's going to go down yet again. He has been under fire all game long. Now, following that sack, we have a player who was injured. So as they look at the injured player, we'll take a timeout. A 2nd down throw for Goff. Oh, a lot of chances on that one. It was bouncing around, but it falls incomplete. Time now becoming a factor as we get to 3rd down. Throwing, Goff. Right side, it's Laporta, the tight end. And they'll get this one down to the 35-yard line.
And this is a tricky part of the game for any defense. You find yourself protecting a late lead, and the age-old question is, do you remain aggressive? Do you try to just keep the ball from being thrown over your head and make everything be tackled and played in front of you? That's what every defensive coordinator struggles with, so they can't get too soft here as they try to hold on to this lead here late.
Goff to throw on 1st down. He'll swing this one out wide to his running back. Can he get away? No! He's going to be taken down behind the line. 2 minutes remain in the 4th quarter. Greg and I back on EA Sports after this. Now on 2nd and long. They'll drop to throw. That's over the middle. Taken in by Laporta. He'll get about 6 before he's taken down. Now, a big 3rd down. From the gun, it's Goff. It is caught left side by St. Brown. And they're going to get this all the way down inside the 5.
And now after that big completion, Mike, they can't panic yet. They're not into the mode where they're in desperation. They have 2 timeouts in their back pocket. Take a deep breath. Get your best 1st down play call to your quarterback. A field goal's not going to do it. They got to think touchdown all the way.
Here's Gibbs. And he'll plunge forward to the 2. Setting up 2nd and goal. Now, 2nd and goal. To throw is Goff. And that's going to wind up uncatchable out of the back of the end zone. It's incomplete. 2 plays at their disposal, but they'd love to get it right here on 3rd and goal. That is incomplete. And here we go. They're down to what could be their final play. It's 4th down. They'll try it now with Gibbs. And this is going to be a touchdown. A game-tying TD here in the final minute.
Well, there's still some time remaining, but what a sequence of events here, Mike. I mean, late in the game, they get the touchdown that they needed to tie it, and now they can take the lead with the extra point.
So, not home yet. Still a critical extra point here to break the tie. A critical extra point is up and good. They have taken a 1-point lead here in the late stages of this one. So the kickoff team out there one final time in the final minute as they kick it away. He'll start at the 4. He'll get this past the 20 before he's brought down shy of the 25-yard line. The Cowboys offense starting to trot out for this next possession. The deficit is 1 as they'll search now for that go-ahead score. That'll be caught by the running back, Williams. Now, 2nd and 4. From the gun, here's Milton. Catch made by Pickens. And they'll whistle him down, but not before he picks up a first down after a gain of 7. From the shotgun, a throw from Milton. That's out to the flat, and it's complete.
Great example of first down efficiency. You don't always have to go for the big play, but put yourself in a friendly 2nd down. Now you have equal opportunity to both run and pass.
Throwing again is Milton. He'll get this out to his running back. And it'll be a short pickup that's not enough for the first down. Try and throw with Milton. He'll try to run for it. Can't beat those legs. 13-yard pickup. A scramble leads to a first down. Here we go. One final play. He'll take a shot here. Back of the end zone. And that is incomplete. They took the end zone shot of the final play. It's a heartbreaking finish. This one will come to an end. So it's a win here for the Lions. It was a closely fought affair, but they're able to survive, and they eke out a 1-point victory. So that'll do it for us. For Greg Olson and our terrific team behind the scenes, I'm Mike Tirico. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. Follow us on X at EA Madden NFL. It's a win for the Lions as we say so long from downtown Detroit.